My God.
You grow up. Why don't you become creative and figure out a different way to say stuff? And just, it has to be my way or the highway. See, this is what's wrong with you women, okay? This is what's wrong. You just want everything your way. No compromise.
Oh my God. Who even came up with the term periods? That's really what I want. I bet you it was a man.
I bet you it was a woman. I'm going to find out now, okay? Hold on.
Like, who actually decided to call this a period? Because that is a very interesting.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Apparently, it probably was a dude because because the term period for menstruation originated from the Greek word peridos, going around or cycle, and became common English medical term by the early 1800s, roughly 1822, to describe the recurring, roughly 29-day cycle. It was an evolution of rather than, coined by one person, shortening phrases like period of menstruation. So...
It was a man then, yeah.
Oh, what? Only because women weren't allowed to talk back then. Okay.
Exactly.
Maybe if
so y'all created what you hated. So I don't know.
Maybe if you guys weren't on your fucking periods all the time, you'd be able to be out and talking to other Greek people too. Okay. But no, you got to deal with your period and fucking clogging up your pipe, okay, so that you're not dropping blood everywhere, all right? And instead, you're not philosophizing, okay? You're too busy washing your dirty, bloody rags, okay, so that you can clog your pipe up again. That's the term that we should use for it, actually. I think everyone can get behind clogging your pipe.
No.
Oh.
But okay.
You got stomach cramps? What's going on? Oh, man, my pipe's trying to declog right now.
Oh, my God. I could think of more graphic things women can say instead of, I'm on my period. But you know what? I digress.
So school's cool. I don't know how to transition to this next thing. School is cool.
I mean, is it though? We'll see based on these videos.
It's been a long week. Speaking of school, like Asher has had something every single day this week. I was telling you earlier, he has baseball, he has soccer, he had a play, he had a presentation. Like it was just so many things. But I was really proud of him because he worked really, really hard on his presentation. It was supposed to be between 20 and 40 minutes. And when he did the dry run with us, it came out to be 17 and a half minutes. And I was like, we got to figure out how to elongate this, right? Long story short, his presentation, because he added to it and he took questions and all that stuff, it came out to be like 40 minutes long. So he did amazing.
Nice. Yay.
Which is why I can't understand how there are issues like what you're about to tell me, because I see the progress in the schools and how they are teaching people, and now you're going to say that there are just people out there that can't read?
Yeah. Yes,
How?
I came across this, and again, I had to ask Keith, I go, hey, is this how your students were like?
Ooh, that's good. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
She wore a suit, clothes that were... Who's this for? Extraordinary, but somewhat Gertrude?
No, explain what that means.
I don't know.
Oh! She wore a sahalat of clothes that were extraordinary, whatever, bro, but somewhat gooch.
What does that mean?
She wore a lot. Wait, she wore. Bro, I don't know, bro. Can you take the card back, please?
She wore a...
By the way, for the audio listeners, I would like to tell y'all, all of these kids are wearing Prep Academy clothing. So this is, I'm not saying it's a really great school, but it's a school that at least has a uniform.
Yeah, because it's a charter school.
To wear a silhouette of clothes that were. Bitch, I don't know that word. I don't even know how to read. I don't know why I did it.
She wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary but somewhat gauche.
All right, now what does that mean?
I have no idea. Like his clothes was nice or something like that.
She were a. I don't know what this shit said. I don't know.
Oh my God, this is. All right,
Yeah.
real quick.
Right. So we
Real quick,
we run into this.
How do you pronounce? Because I've never heard that last word said before. I've never heard of that word. So how do you pronounce it? Do you know?
Okay, I will say I also never heard that word before, but it's pronounced gauche.
Gauche. Okay.
Gauche. Yes.
So, and then just so I could, so she wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary but somewhat gauche.
Yes.
So I'm guessing, because I never heard the word before, that it's the clothes were amazing but somewhat laid back at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yes.
See, that's what being smart, street smart does, okay? You figure shit out. That's how I learned.
Yeah. So I was thoroughly confused. I go, these kids have to be, I would say they have to be in high school, right?
100%. 100%.
Okay. So after this video came up on my For You page, the next video that I sent you came on like right after it. And I was like, wow,
Okay.
this
let's
great.
see what-
Yes.
Dumb because y'all took away all the things that kids had to compete for. Like, y'all took out every single competition in school because you don't want kids to feel left out. People need to feel left out. That's how you put fire under asses. Bitch, when I was in school, we had the 100-book challenge. You had to read at least 100 books in, like, I think it was a month or in a marking period. I can't remember. But you had to read 100 fucking books. Mind you. They couldn't just be like regular cat in the hat books or like 4 or 5 page books. No. Depending on your reading level, another contest, you had to read 100 books in your skill level. Now, it starts from like red, blue, black, green, like the high level books, like the chapter books. I'm talking Harry Potter. You had to be like either a purple or black, right? Everyone wanted to be a purple or black. How you got to purple or black, your teacher had to assess your reading live in class. Yeah, you was standing up at the front of the class reading a book. I bet you my ass is up in that black section every time.
Okay.
Why?
Because you have a son in school, do they still have kids read out loud? Or is that not a thing anymore?
That's a good question. Oh, father of the year right now, let me tell you.
I see where this lady is coming from. And I think about it now because I don't have any friends who have kids in like the school age, so I can't really ask them like, hey, are they still doing this in school? I asked Keith what they do in high school and he says they don't read out loud. So I'm like, again, we're dating ourselves. Like, I used to love when I was in elementary school. One of my favorite things was like that minute challenge with the multiplication paper. I used to love that. But again, if they don't have that anymore, like, how are kids? Because I will say for me as growing up, one of the motivations was like not getting embarrassed by my peers. And so that made me want to do better and, read better or things like that. Like,
it's a combination of like 50 different things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First, it's not that we don't want to have any kid left out. It's that we started doing that no child left behind shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So if the way that you're getting a curriculum is by kowtowing to the lowest common denominator, and I get it, I'm being oversimplematic or oversimplifying when I say that, but if you're making it so that you're just instead of trying to make everyone move up to the average or exceed the average, you're now, we need to go down to the lowest denominator. You're making shit bad right there. Then, I don't know about you, Judy. I don't know about you. I can't remember the last time I talked to a teacher and they said, yeah, I have plenty of funding. I have plenty of salary. I have plenty of time. I have way too little students. Like, I haven't heard any of that stuff. It's always, we don't have enough money. We don't have enough supplies. We don't get paid enough. We don't have enough time. We have way too many kids.
We have too many kids.
Yeah. And it varies, obviously, depending on the school that you're at. Some are much worse and some are much better. But we also don't invest in our educational system. Like, we just don't. We have fucking, not trying to do the politics thing, and I'm sorry, but our head of education is Vince McMahon's wife. If you don't know who Vince McMahon is, he's the guy who basically popularized the World Wrestling Entertainment Company for the last 50 years or whatever. Yeah, he's in charge of the Stone Cold Steve Austins and the Rocks and the Mankinds coming into your living room, okay?
Right.
And his wife is now the head of our education.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I don't remember seeing a lot of Schoolhouse Rock on WWE programming. I'm just going to throw that out there, okay?
Yeah, or reading rainbows, right?
Right. So I do know that they have reading homework, and I do know that there are reading assessments and stuff like that. I do not know if they're actually reading out loud. I will say that my son, because he's an extra little son of a bitch, I love him. Right? But he does read out loud because he does like extra competition. He did a Battle of the Books competition with his library. He got his ass beat, but he did it.
But he did it. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So he did that kind of stuff. There is something about, we stopped caring about people, or we stopped wanting people to be embarrassed. So we're now worried about everybody. It's the same with it's the same with social media. Everyone gets a voice. Everyone's voice is equal. Well, like, don't get me wrong. I do like the fact that everyone has an opportunity to state their truth on the internet. I really do. Mm-hmm. But there are some dumb motherfuckers out there, okay? There's some stupid fucking people that shouldn't, like, they should be in the stupid section of the, like, that was something back in the day, and I get it. It made it so that information was much less available, and you weren't always given the entire truth about something and all that stuff, right? But back when only a certain number of people were allowed to talk and have opinions heard, opinions meant something. Like, it's very similar. It's very similar with like what passes for journalism nowadays. You read one of those articles, you're at work, you're trying to take a 2-minute fucking mental break. You go on MSN, they got the 50 stories scrolling that you can just, you click on an article. Like, oh, people are really upset with Chris Collinsworth over what he said at Sunday Night Football. Let's see what's going on. And it's 3 people who tweeted the fuck out during the game. Right? Like, back in the day, we had to have actual sources for stuff that you could verify and be like, yes, so-and-so who lives at so-and-so said this. And now it's just like, at Party Monster 32 says this guy fucking sucks.
Right.
It's just it's so bad on so many levels. And it's not just one thing. It's the foundation is just fundamentally cracked at this point on so many different levels.
Yeah, it is.
Senator Cable, fix this, okay? Your constituency doesn't like it. Okay.
Next thing you know, your mom's gonna be like running for some local official position.
I love her, and I do think she would do a great job at something like that, but it would fucking drive me so nuts if she did. Oh, God. I cannot tell. If she actually got into public office somehow and was just talking about her campaign shit all the time, And especially me and her differ on some of our views, right? Respectfully. It's not it's nothing like that. Like, you know, I'm a poor and she's not a poor. So that's good, you know. But I'll be like, yeah, maybe with your grasp and power, maybe you want to do this. Well, that's fucking stupid. Why would I do that? The people don't want that. Okay, Mom. Thanks. Okay.
Just kidding.